ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my 2016 NFL mock draft post Super Bowl 50. Yeah, let's get straight in with the first pick. The Tennessee Titans select Laremy Tunsil out of Ole Miss, the offensive tackle. I think they will try to trade down their pick, but I don't see a team really trading up at this point. Of the offseason. We'll see what happens. Right now, I don't see anybody picking that first pick besides them. So we'll select Laremy Tunsil because it's safe pick. They don't really like Joey Bosa. In my opinion, he's not that great of play. He's a little overrated. Uh, so I don't think he will go number one. It will be Laremy Tunsil, to protect their quarterback in Marcus Mariota, their franchise quarterback. Now to the second pick. Cleveland Browns will select Paxton Lynch out of Memphis, the quarterback. The new management, of course, is more statistically, they look at everything with stats, and I think Paxton Lynch is statistically the best quarterback in this year's draft. Makes a lot of sense to get him. Now to the next pick, with the third pick in the draft, the San Diego Chargers will select safety and slash cornerback. Actually, much better safety, Jalen Ramsey, who in my opinion is the best player in this year's draft and will be a great steal at the third slot. For Chargers, now we have both corner and safety, and will be a great pick for their defense. To the next picks, the Dallas Cowboys was like with the fourth pick in the draft was like Joey Bosa, defensive end, edge rusher from Ohio State. He's a great pickup, and with Trey Hardy, probably not coming back, and he would be a great pickup and bolster their passers. Now to the next pick with the fifth pick in the draft, Jacksonville Jaguars was like DeForest Buckner out of Oregon. I think it will be a great pickup defensive end. While they drafted Dante Fall, the QB last year from Florida, I think they will get another pass rusher because their most favorite target to get in this draft was Jalen Ramsey, but he was drafted number 3 to the Chargers, so they will end up getting DeForest Buckner and getting a great pass rusher and having a great pass rusher in Jaguars. Maybe get some heat on Andrew Luck and on other division quarterbacks. But to the next pick on the Baltimore Ravens with the sixth pick in the draft, and it will select Ronnie Stanley as Notre Dame offensive tackle. They are a lot of needs, all around. They need a lot of secondary members, but I think offensive line is a big problem for them. And Ronnie Stanley at the sixth spot is a really great pickup. And to the next pick, San Francisco 49ers will select Jared Goff with the seventh pick in the draft. He's a great passer. Doesn't have an NFL body, but I think they can work it. He, of course, can. And I think Chip Kelly needs a new quarterback. The reports are that they're not getting back with Kaepernick. So this makes a lot of sense. He's a great passer, so doesn't have an NFL body, but could be a great quarterback. And most quarterbacks in this year are a little overrated, but with the next pick, the Myles Jack will be selected by the Miami Dolphins, of course, from UCLA. Of course, had that knee injury. He will be back apparently to the combine. If he's back to the combine, he will be started right here in the 8th slot. They couldn't afford that. Vernon Hargeaves, the third for the corner spot, but I think this is a better option. They need UCLA's linebacker. They need players in both corner and linebacker. Any real great linebacker in their team, so he will be a great addition. And with the next pick, the ninth pick in the draft, Tampa Bay Buccaneers will select Vernon Hargeaves, the third cornerback. And they need players in all three levels, secondary, linebacker, core, pass rushers. And I think Vernon Hargeaves can be a great corner. Has a lot of, he's got a lot of ability. And they're in the division with Colin Benjamin and Julio Jones. So they need secondary members. And I think Vernon Hargeaves is a great pick in the ninth slot. To the next pick to round out the top 10, or the New York Giants will select Ezekiel Elliot, running back out of Ohio State. I think he's a great running back, and I'm not thinking, he's the best running back by far this year. And I think, looking at it, he could be a real great running back. In my opinion, coming out of top three, one of the best running backs I've seen in years. And with the next pick are the Chicago Bears, who will select Emmanuel Ogbah out of Oklahoma State University, defensive end. And of course, Chicago trying to new 3-4 scheme. They started in 2015 season. I need new bodies, and I think Emmaunuel Ogbah is a great pickup. They of course that's Eddie Goldman last year in the defensive tackle spot, and getting somebody of Ogbah's ability on that edge, defensive end slash edge rusher, is a great pass rusher. He will be a great pick and will fit nicely in Chicago's 3-4 scheme. And to the next pick are the Saints, and Saints were horrible last year, worst defense, all year. And getting somebody in defense tackle on Alabama, Sean Robinson is a great pickup. I think he will be a day one impact player for them. While they could draft a corner, I don't see him. This isn't a really strong corner draft. You will see there isn't many corners drafted in the first round. In my opinion, there just aren't that many corners this year for really great. And to the next pick are the Philadelphia Eagles with 13th pick in the draft. It's like Carson Wentz out of North Dakota State University, quarterback. He of course has gone highly on the board, and he could go high as the second pick of the report from ESPN, where he could go to Cleveland, turning Cleveland line. But I think he will drop down to the 13th slot and will be drafted by Eagles, and I think Eagle fans will be happy. He seems like a really great guy. We had a great senior ball, and we'll see what happens with him. But I think he will slot here, and I don't think he's gonna be a bust. Now to the next player, we have Mackenzie Alexander on cornerback. Oakland Raiders, 14th pick, and out of Clemson. Charles Woodson, of course, retired their safety, and he'll be, of course, a first top Hall of Famer in my opinion. And the fact matter is, they need safety. But I think they need a corner as well, and I think McKenzie will have that corner, and they get somebody great at safety in the free agents market. So the next pick, LA Rams looks like the first wide receiver in this year's draft, and Raheem Treadwell are Ole Miss wide receiver. A great pickup. In my opinion, he's a top 10 prospect, but I think he dropped down because a lot of teams, this year seems to, in my market, seems to go needs first, and most teams don't need wide receiver anymore. But I think that was a number one wide receiver. Kavanaugh is a great wide receiver. He's not a wide receiver one. I think Raheem Treadwell could be that. With the 19th pick, the 16th pick in the draft, the Detroit Lions can go back-to-back wide receivers, and the 16th pick, the Detroit Lions like Michael Thomas at Ohio State, number 3, as you can see on the screen. This is because Colin Johnson, or Megatron, also known as Megatron, apparently reports that he will be retiring this offseason. If that happens, I think surely they're going to get Michael Thomas. He's a young wide receiver and could be a wide receiver for years to come, could be a Pro Bowl wide receiver. I've seen him do great things in NFL. With the next pick are the Falcons, who will select Leonard Floyd out of Georgia, outside linebacker. Man, they need passes. They had the fewest sacks last season. Big Beasley Jr. not pan out how they thought he would be. Some say that he's bust, but I think giving him the game, we'll see what's going on. But this guy is great. He can pass rush. He's a much more 4-3 outside linebacker, so he's much in the coverage to play linebacker and outside linebacker. He can pass rush, but much better coverage linebacker and run stopper. At the next pick, the Colts with the 18th pick in the draft will select offensive tackle from Ohio State, Taylor Decker. They need to protect Andrew Luck, who had a really bad season last season. And they have to give him more time to pocket to and get better reads. And I think getting somebody Taylor Decker could really help their offensive line. Now to the next pick, with the 19th pick in the draft, the Buffalo Bills was like Reggie Ragnow out of Alabama, inside linebacker. I think he will be a day one. I think he's gonna be one of those guys who comes out and looks like a steal because of the fact he'll fit really fast. I think he knows how to play behind really great front in Alabama, and I think that's exactly in Buffalo, and I think we'll have a great year in Buffalo. On the next pick, the New York Jets was like Jalen Smith, outside linebacker out of Notre Dame. Of course, he had that injury to his knee and he's out and will be back halfway through the 2016 season. So, he's not a guy who a lot of teams are looking at, but in my opinion, he's a top 5 prospect if he's healthy. If he's healthy, probably would be a top 7 pick, in my opinion, top 5 prospect this year. And would be a steal for Jets if he, recovers really great and outweighs great career in NFL. And with the next pick, the 21st pick, the Washington Redskins select pass rusher defensive end SHAWN Ogbah out of Baylor. Well, their biggest isn't defensive end; it's much more offensive line. But I think getting somebody, SHAWN Ogbah, who in my opinion is top 15 prospect, getting him the lowest 21st, is a great pickup, and I think this makes a lot of sense. Of course, they got a lot of positions to go, but I think they can get them in the free agency market. And with the next pick, the Houston Texans will select Heisman Trophy winning running back Derrick Henry out of Alabama, and I think he's a great pick with the Arthur Brew not improving at all. He's been the same player since he came from LSU, and of course, your boy, what's his name? Arian Foster, he's injury-prone player. Doesn't seem to. He's been a lot of injuries to him, and he's injury prone player. It doesn't make a lot of sense to get Derrick Henry. Now with the next pick, the Minnesota Vikings will select Josh Doctson of TCU, and in my opinion, either draft him or Braxton Miller because I like to draft like his speed. That's their team. Yeah, I didn't feel like they were going to draft wide receiver. They haven't drafted a skill position, besides Teddy Bridgewater in the first 3 rounds before in the last few years. But I think they will have to go because besides Stephen Diggs, they don't have anybody else in the wide receiver core. Now the next pick, the Cincinnati Bengals with the 24th pick in the draft will select Robert Nkadinchi at an Ole Miss defensive tackle. Has a lot of off-field issues, of course, with Mariano, and I think, in my opinion, with this veteran line, there's some reps in Bengals and some really high-profile pass rushers in Bengals who will make him mature, and he'll be a much more mature player in Cincinnati. And I think the off-field issues will just go away, and he will become a great pass rusher, or even at least a pass rusher in the NFL level. Now to the next player. And the team, of course, the Pittsburgh Steelers will select the 25th pick in the draft. Will select Eli Apple, cornerback out of Ohio State. A great corner, and they need corners. Both starting corners are free agents. If I was a Steeler management and working there, I wouldn't resign any of them because they were not great last season. And getting something in Eli Apple and somebody else in free agency would be a much better option. Now to the next pick are the Seattle Seahawks with 26th pick in the draft. Select Gerald Hawkins from LSU, offensive tackle. They need offensive line. This is their first main thing they have to address this offseason. I think Gerald Hawkins will be a great pickup. Now to the next player, and team force the Green Bay Packers with 27th pick in the draft from Alabama. Jaron Reed, defensive tackle, will be their pick. They have Raji as defensive tackle who's on a 1-year deal, just expired, and he didn't have a great year. And I feel like they're going to get Jaron Reed. They need somebody in the defensive tackle spot who can do it for years, and I think Reed can do it. Now to the next pick, the Kansas City Chiefs will select Shaq Lawson out of Clemson, defensive end. He's a you ask, people think there's going to be a wide receiver selected by Kansas City. I don't see it. I see a pass rusher for sure. They have 2 pass rushers being free agents who started last year. So maybe they re-sign one of them, but reports are that they're not re-signing both of them. So they're getting a lot, Shaq Lawson. And as well, Mike Conley, the wide receiver who was drafted this year. I think they're going to give him another year and a chance of succeeding as a wide receiver too in Kansas. Now to the next week, as the Cardinals, back-to-back Clemson players and back-to-back pass rushers. Kevin Dodd from Clemson as well be drafted here. Arizona is really stacked team. One thing they lack is a young pass rusher. They are really old guys like passers, and getting somebody to Kevin Dodd will be a great pickup. Maybe have a year, being second string, and then next year being a huge boost for Arizona's pass rush. Now to the 30th pick to the draft Carolina Panthers select Ron Bell, safety out of Ohio State. Will Harper and Josh Norman will be free agents, and Harper not being that young, I feel like he will not be re-signed with Carolina, and they will get Ron Bell, and I think they will re-sign Josh Norman. Now to the next pick, with the 71st pick in the draft, the Super Bowl 50 champions. Then the Broncos will select Waddle Alexander, offensive guard out of LSU. This makes a lot of sense. Mathis, who is the main guard in the team. He's not young. I think he's 33. And They don't have the best guard game in the league, but I think getting somebody better out of this ability would be great at this point in the draft. Not a lot of guys with that great, and I think he's one of them. So I think he will be a great pick for the franchise for the future. And and thank you guys for watching this video. Leave your comment down below what you did disagree, or what do you think won't happen, or what do you think wasn't right, or maybe give me some help. What should I think about next time when I'm doing this. So yeah, stay tuned, subscribe as well. I may be doing some NBA mock draft, we'll see, as well February as well. Of course, I'll be doing this next is after combine. I'll be doing a mock draft, but stay tuned, subscribe if you want to see more of my content. See you guys next time. Peace out.